First, head over to Qatar, where Selina Sykes, part of our team on the ground, was watching the game for us. Selina, once again, Argentina victorious on penalties. They'd prepared for it, but their performance overall tonight wasn't much really to talk to write home about.
Well, that's right, James. Just like in 2014, it's the Argentinians that have gone through on penalties here this evening, beating the Netherlands 4-3. We thought maybe it was a done deal when the Netherlands had missed their first two, but they managed to pull back thanks to Koopmeiners scoring and Weghorst and De Jong. But Lautaro getting the winning penalty for the Argentinians. It had to be said that it was their game to lose. They were 2-0 up. Everybody in the stadium thought it was pretty much a done deal before the start of the Netherlands of the evening. Got 2 goals back for the Netherlands. The Argentinians potentially kicking themselves. They've somehow managed to let that 2-goal lead go down the drain. But the Argentinians are through really by the skin of their teeth, it has to be said.
Yeah, the Argentinians who would have otherwise been kicking themselves, of course, for letting that lead down. A team, Selina, despite what we've been saying, is still very much centred around Lionel Messi. Once again, he was very important tonight, finding the net once more.
Yeah, he was absolutely crucial this evening, not only in the goal he scored, but also in the first goal from Molina. It was an absolutely moment of genius from him. Someone like Messi will always be able to change the game round in a matter of moments. Ahead of that goal, he hadn't been very involved in the game. The Dutch had done quite well of keeping him out of the game with a very organised play from them, but it was really just a brilliant vision and a pass of perfection, very nicely timed by Lionel Messi. Having him in your side will always be a decisive element in games of such a high level as this one. That's 5 assists for Messi in the knockout rounds at a World Cup. And of course, well, he also very coolly converted that penalty to put them 2-0 ahead, as well as putting his penalty in the back of the net in the penalty shootout.
Yeah, when he isn't scoring, he's providing those crucial assists. Ruben, a good thing that there were those goals from either side tonight, because otherwise there wasn't too much going on. There was one man in particular, though, on, of course, the Oranjes side, who you were glad to see.
Well, I mean, it was first. Let's start that it was a really bad game to watch. I mean, you can say lots about tactics and stuff, but I mean, the Dutch until the last 50 minutes there was nothing at all in their game. Then out of nowhere, we were already shouting, bring at least a centre forward in and just get all those balls into the center and just try, because the Argentinian centre backs are not that tall, so it was quite an easy tactic. But
what you said, and it's what they did. So they must have heard you from there.
Wout Weghorst scored 2 goals, which was quite a miracle, let's be honest. And then they stopped playing again. That was just completely incredible. Argentina were on the side, or were on the ground, sorry to say, and they were like, they just stopped again. They let the ball again to Argentina, and okay, then I'm really sorry to say, but then you deserve nothing less than a loss as the Dutch.
Yeah, not exactly fighting to try and get that winning goal, because they levelled, but
yeah, there was fighting spirit just in those last 50 minutes of regular time, and then for 30 minutes they stopped again. That was quite let's say. An animated game with lots of yellow cards, a really bad referee, but also both teams were not that impressive. But, yeah.
About the refereeing, because there were plenty of yellow cards given out tonight. You weren't too happy with what you saw on the pitch going on that side. It was a tense game despite the play that was there.
Mateo Laos is known for talking a lot and just keeping the calm with the players, and he completely lost it. The main issue we saw was that he was clearly instructed to defend Messi all the game long. Yeah, I understand Messi is a legend, is one of the best players of all time. No problems with that. But when he makes a handball, it's just a clear yellow card. And there were so many mistakes he made. I mean, Paredes, it's a miracle that he didn't go to the end. And there were also some Dutch players, to be fair. So it was just a shocking performance from the ref. Having said that, yeah, it was not a real match to write home about. But okay, it gave us at least a little bit of, animated moments.
It definitely is. For Van Gaal, it wasn't a good thing for him when it went on to penalties. He knew that. He'd been talking about penalties over the last few days, but when they knew that it was going to that extra time and then to penalties, it wasn't the ideal scenario.
He has been talking about penalties now for months and months. And you have to be honest that Andries Noppert is not well known for being a penalty killer. The penalties from Argentina were also well taken.
And great saves
but
from Martinez.
Martinez, he is a penalty stopper. You also have to understand that. I mean, Louis van Gaal knows that. Emiliano Martinez, and the 2 saves he made on Van Dijk and on Berghuis were just fantastic saves. So, yeah, I really don't understand why they just stopped playing. Maybe because they were tired or whatever, but I think that he just, he got what he deserved in the end.
Yeah, well, the Dutch, they're not quite living up to what was his dream, Van Gaal's dream anyway, of lifting that trophy.